Well, it's just like with any new technology, once you do implement it, you can't live life without it anymore. I mean, I kind of put it as a scenario as electricity. You know, how could we milk cows without electricity? It's like I can't run a dairy without Afimilk anymore.
Afimilk was first introduced to the North American market in the mid to late 1980s by opening a distribution center outside of Visalia, California. Most recently was the reinception or reawakening of Afimilk U.S.A.
It's been a real reliable system for us. We've used it from day one to do all of our breeding along with the Afimilk system. That's how we catch all the cows for breeding. We don't do any visual heats. Everything is done with the Afi software.
I used to tell the boys this cow's an heat, and they would just say, yeah, Dad, we know that the computer's spiking, we know it, you don't need to tell us.
You don't need to go out into the barn and watch for cows jumping for heats. It goes to the computer and it's there for you in the morning.
So I'd come out in the morning, bam, I got cows waiting for me to breed. If the cow came in heat in the morning milking, she'd sort at the noon milking automatically.
As long as the input is correct, we know where each cow is and we can sort them out and know exactly where they are in the barn and bring up a list.
I'd rather be out there getting the work done, but it does help me decide which work to do.
Jesse's our guy that treats the hospital. He's much more effective if he's looking only at the cows that he needs to look at and not looking at every cow that could be in that pen. So
we have not used drugs as far as tubes on this dairy, other than dry tubes, you know, for the last 15 years.
It's amazing how much more time you have based on just being more efficient and not having to lock your cows up and not having to drive from one end of the dairy to the other, because everything's just right there for you.
There's no time involved. You know, Afimilk, Afiform does all the work for you. Everything is, I don't have to do any calculations. I just have to bring up a list, I'm done.
It is fairly user-friendly. It's a Windows-based system. Once we learn how to use it, you can make any report you want to make. You can find any information on there that you want to find.
I frequently hear the comment from a customer that there is so much in Afimilk that they're not using it all.
Having that daily record, every pen, every cow, basically I can look at every single cow, every milking, and if there's something amiss, I have my finger on that almost immediately.
Over the course of 2 weeks, there might be 14 different people who will do the milking, and the reports that come out of the milking parlor shows us the flow rate in the first 15 seconds, the average milking time per cow, the number of reattaches in the parlor, and you really start to see the difference between different employees and how they're milking the cows. And it gives us the opportunity to manage those milkers and point out, you're doing something different than everybody else is. I don't know what it is, but let's work on your protocols to make sure that we're all following the exact same protocols every day.
It's a tool that you can use as much as you want or as little as you want, but you can never completely use every single aspect of it. It's endless.
We're blown away every time again what it does for us. Production is, of course, is always nice to know, but especially in a heifer barn, we have never seen results like this.
The secret of the Afimilk system is that it is modular. You can start with a very basic system and you can build upon that without ever having to throw anything away. So we just build upon the foundation that you decided that you wanted to start with.
The Afi system seems like you could update any new options that came into the market. In other words, nothing was obsolete, you could add to it.
You know, you can put in the meters, and then, which we're doing here, and then put in the leg bands, and then put in the full ID.
In other words, you could sell a dairyman something that could be added to his system, not discard something.
I have a cousin down the road that just put in Afimilk, and he puts the leg bands on just the cows he's trying to get bred, and it's a great start to getting yourself going in Afi farm.
What, you've got sort, you've got weight, you've got feed, you've got, you know, a never-ending array of options.
There are two main goals that Afimilk USA has. The first part of that goal is to allow the dairymen to use less investment necessary, either to invest in a new Afimilk facility, modify or build upon an existing facility to upgrade it to our latest technology, or maybe more importantly, to maintain his existing system. The other part of that goal is to help him get more value from the system by understanding how his system works better. We do this through the dealer networks. We do this through more direct support to the dealers as well as the dairymen.
From the very first program we put in and to finally it was up and going in 6 months was just unreal, the support and the dedication they had to the system.
It's a very low maintenance system. It's easy to clean. You know, it's not, I've heard nightmare stories about other systems that you have to take apart occasionally and clean them with a toothbrush or clean them with a caustic or anything like that. And the Afi system's just not that way. I mean, it's very simple, very clean.
It's pretty much self-diagnostic. When I have a problem, normally I can find it or pinpoint it very simple and the problem can be resolved.
It definitely is going to increase your management ability and your ability to oversee the whole operation.
On the heat detection side alone, it pays for itself, and then there's numerous other benefits, kind of side benefits that are just kind of icing on the cake.
I think it's very unique in California. We only have 12 milking stalls, and all 950 cows go through those 12 milking stalls. Our return on investment was 1 year it was paid for.
We've reduced labor costs, we've gained efficiencies. We don't have to lock our cows up because they're getting sorted out automatically right outside the milk barn. And so our intakes are higher, cows are calmer.
You're not taking two guys out the barn to find this cow that needs to be trimmed or to find the cow that needs to get bred. It's just so much more relaxing.
You have to move ahead with technology. It's the people that implement technology first that are the benefits of the technology. The people that wait to see it because they're going to perform, the time has already flown by. So I would have to say, if you don't implement Afi, you shouldn't build a new barn.
Dairies get more automated and there's less work to do all the time, and so yeah, dairymen can get fat. So anyway, if you're going to have an exercise, instead of driving your pickup around the dairy, ride a bike.
If a person wants to get down to the fine tuning of a dairy, it would be awful hard to have it without technology. And with the systems out there that I'm aware of, I'm sold on the Afi system at this point.